Enter a world where humans have achieved something incredible. We're not just traveling in space, we're going beyond that. We can now control and explore different universes. This is the story of one of the most advanced civilizations ever imagined. Before we explore the idea of a super-advanced Type 5 civilization, let's begin at ground zero, where Earth finds itself today. We're in what's called a Type 0 civilization. This means we still rely on fossil fuels and face big challenges like climate change. Yes, we've sent folks to the moon and rovers to Mars, but traveling between the stars? Not quite yet. Even though we have fancy technology, we're still at risk from things like natural disasters and pandemics. So, while Earth is making progress, we're not close to being a Type 1, 2, or 5 civilization. Now, you might wonder, how do we level up? Well, before we dive into that, let's understand what these civilizations are all about. They're ranked on something called the Kardashev Scale, named after Nikolai Kardashev, who made it up in 1964. This scale sorts civilizations by how good they are at technology and how much energy they use. At first, it only had types 1, 2, and 3, but now it's got types 4 and 5 too. 4 and 5 are mostly ideas for now, but 1 to 3 could happen someday. So how do we go from type 0 to type 5? We can't just skip all the way to 5 from 0. We've got to make our way up, starting with type 1. It's like climbing a ladder, one step at a time. So let's begin. A Type 1 civilization would be a big leap forward from where we are on Earth now. At this stage, we'd be able to use all the power the planet has to offer. Imagine having the ability to capture the energy from the oceans and the sun. Stuff like hurricanes and earthquakes wouldn't be such big problems anymore, and all the energy we use would be sustainable. To reach this stage, our main focus should be shifting from using energy sources that run out to ones that keep going. It's like changing from disposable batteries to rechargeable ones, but on a huge scale. This change would need to happen everywhere on Earth. Picture vast deserts covered in solar panels, tall wind turbines dotting the landscape, and machines in the ocean turning the heat into power. We'd also need some fancy technology, like super smart computers and advanced AI, to help us make this switch. But it's not just about the gadgets. We'd also need some kind of world organization to help bring everyone together to deal with these big challenges. Experts believe this might take 100 years or two, but we can't wait that long. So let's fast forward and see what the next types of civilizations have in store. Being a Type 2 civilization would be a massive leap in how we use energy and our technology. Imagine building something as gigantic as a Dyson sphere. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a huge structure that wraps around the sun to capture its energy. This would give us almost endless power, like having an unlimited battery. With this incredible energy, we could make amazing advancements in technology. We wouldn't be stuck on Earth anymore. Instead, we could explore new planets, like Mars, Venus, and others in our solar neighborhood. We'd be like space pioneers, finding new places to live. Our solar system would become a kind of paradise, with no more worries about not having enough or fighting each other. People would work together, and there'd be fairness for all. To make this happen, we'd need a big galactic government that covers our whole star system, but it won't be easy. Becoming a Type 2 civilization would take a lot of effort from everyone, and it might even take many generations to achieve. Imagine if we could do something even more amazing than capturing the power of our Earth and Sun. That's what a Type 3 civilization is all about. In this super advanced stage, we'd not only use the energy from our galaxy, but we'd also tap into things like black holes and the billions of stars and other stuff out there in space. It's like having the keys to the whole galaxy. With all this power, we could do some mind-blowing stuff, like making wormholes to zip instantly to faraway places in the galaxy. And here's the kicker. We could make planets into whatever we want. A Type 4 civilization is way beyond what we can currently understand about the universe and physics. So naturally, it comes with some mind-bending changes. In this advanced stage, we don't just shape planets and control stars anymore. We can reshape, destroy, or create entire new worlds. Our power is limitless because we've mastered all the resources in the whole universe. Artificial intelligence is so super smart at this point that it's woven into the very fabric of the universe. That means we can control pretty much everything. We can even play with time, creating different timelines, making new kinds of life and creating all sorts of matter. In a Type 4 civilization, we're not limited by our biology anymore. We can achieve something like immortality. It's all pretty mind-blowing, right? Think of a Type 5 civilization like super-duper advanced. They're dealing with problems and challenges that are way beyond our understanding. But one thing's for sure, these folks, or whatever they've become, are like gods. They can make new universes in the blink of an eye, each with its own special rules for experimenting with new life. They can create simulations that are way more complex than our world today. But here's the big twist. They have access to and control over not just one universe, but a whole bunch of them. Yep, they're a multiversal civilization now. So whatever they can do in one universe, like controlling energy and grabbing resources, they can do it times 1,000,000 across all these universes. It's like having an endless supply of everything. Now after that, things get really, really strange. We're talking about Type 6 or 7 civilizations where humanity kind of becomes one with the very fabric of reality. We go way beyond our regular world, and who knows what happens next. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be mind-bogglingly crazy.